everybody who we are so you know all of our names and know who we are and what we're here for. So we welcome you to our story time program for our early literacy and preschool programs. And our theme this week is Land of Stories. So we're going to talk about all kinds of stories. So as we get started, we're going to start out. I'm Miss Denise. It's good to see everybody. We've missed you very, very, very much.
Yes, I'm Miss Annette. We're looking forward to being with you this summer. We have some nice things for you all to do in your home and in your yard.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Miss Toby.
I'm Miss Olivia.
Yes, so as you can see, we are your library magicians this summer, where we're doing everything online. It's very new and different for us, as we know it is for you guys. So we're going to try to stay with some of the similar formats we do for our programs in person, including sharing some stories. So just a reminder to everyone, we are recording the program, so it will be up on Facebook later. So if for some reason you'd want to turn your camera off or your microphone, Miss Olivia is our master of the microphones. So she'll be muting from time to time just so that we can ask questions. But we ask questions, let's practice. If we ask you if you know something or you're excited about something, can we see your thumbs up? Show us your thumbs up.
Good job. Good job,
Very
Christine.
good. Now, if we call on you by your name, then Miss Olivia will turn on your microphone so that way you can talk with us, okay? So as we get started today, we're going to start by singing our welcome song. So here we go. If you're ready for a story, come sit down, sing along. If you're ready for a story, come sit down. Let's all gather near so everyone can hear. If you're ready for a story, come sit down. Yay! So what's the first thing we do after we sing our welcome song? We put on our listening ears. Show me your listening ears. Oh, very good. I love seeing your listening ears. So remind all the adults who are with you too to have them show you their listening ears. And why is it important that everybody has on their listening ears? So everyone can hear. So we are so excited, and we're going to start out this morning with a really, really, really fun story. So is everybody ready? All right, Miss Annette.
Give me 1 minute.
Okay. This book is about how to use your imagination when you're in your house, and it is called The Couch Was a Castle, and it's by Ruth Ojai, and Annick Press of Toronto and New York has shared this book with us. The couch was a castle, a royal keep. Can you see over there how they're in there with the castle, and they've got their coat of armors, and instead of having meat and potatoes, that it looks like they're having all this candy over there. And Miss Denise, right there, they saw that ice cream sundae for you.
I know.
Oh. The couch was a horse, gallop and leap. There they are on their horses. Looks like they robbed a bank right there with all that money bag right there. Goodness. The couch was for games like hide and seek. Come out wherever you are. See him hiding with his little friend, and look, he has a strainer on the top of his head with a butterfly net. That is using your imagination. The couch was a boat.
Sorry.
Can't see the rest.
There it goes. That sprung a leak.
Yes, thank you. Can I have a look too? They're being pirates, and they're climbing up the netting so they can see far into the sea. The couch was a circus, bounce and tumble. You can see how what they're doing over on the circus, but look, maybe Mom and Dad won't like that very well. The couch was a cave starting to crumble. Wait for me, he yells, and all the rocks are starting to come down. The couch was a stage for duels in the night. Here they are with their swords. The couch was a city lost in fright. Look at him stomping around on the pillows. What a horrible beast. Eek. The couch was quite lonely when left with just one. There he is with his little dinosaur. Isn't there someone who will rescue the fun? The couch was for heroes, for the very brave few. He's jumping on the couch and he's taking off and he's saving him. Way to go, said the firefighters down there. The couch was a couch for just me and you. What are you doing? Just waiting for you. So that is that
Yeah.
book called The Couch
Talk
Was
about
a
imagination. That's a
Yeah.
lot of imagination. So, and Miss Annette's going to show us another way you can use your imagination. And this is something we're going to get to do all summer long.
Okay. Some of you may already know from last week, we introduced a little bit to the imagination jar, and you're going to be using this all summer to put your little items in so that you can come up with stories with your family. And right now in my imagination jar, I have Mother Goose and her little gooselings. I
Hold
have,
it up there just a little bit longer, Annette. I couldn't see.
okay, I have
Yeah.
a bell. I have an acorn.
Ooh.
I have a hemlock pine cone, which is
Ooh.
tiny. And I have a tiny, 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 tiny garden gnome.
Ooh, he's very tiny.
So those are the things that are in my imagination jar, and all summer long it's going to change off with different things in there as we tell different types of stories. So next week, if you would like, when we're opening up and everyone is coming in, you can bring your imagination jar with you with the things, and you can share those with us if you would like. So would Miss we're going to show you a sample of how imagination jar would work with your family. So I think Miss
Toby, start.
is going to start our story today.
So I reached into my imagination jar and I pulled out this geode, and it looks really normal on this side, but on this side, do you see how pretty and sparkly it is? So this
Ooh, wow.
geode, in my imagination, this is a cave full of ice, and in that cave there lives a
Lived
there lived
There's a
a
little penguin. His name is Mr. Waddles. Hello, everybody. Oh, what's over there? Is that something on the icy river? Oh,
Here comes the raccoon. He's in his leaf and he's using a leaf to paddle too, and he's going down the icy river and he sees that cave. I wonder if there's treasure in there, or if it's just too cold and I don't want to go in.
Well, all of a sudden, Waggles, Mr. Waddle's dog, comes along and asks Mr. Waddles and says, I see somebody out there on the river. They're coming towards the cave. Do you think they're friendly?
I don't know. Why don't we ask them?
Let's do that. Maybe we can play a game.
Yeah.
Yay! So that's how you use your tiny things in your imagination jar, and it can be things that you found inside your house. You can go out in your yard and add things to your imagination jar, and then you can sit around with your family in the evening, and each of you pull out an item and you tell a little part of your story. So
Yes. So that's a fun way to use your imagination.
yeah.
Just by things you have around your house that you can add.
Okay, next, Miss Olivia has a song for us, and if you all want to sit up so we can see you in front of your camera.
Share the lyrics with us too.
Are you all ready?
Ready?
This
We
is
get
a
thumbs
song called Wag Your Tail, and it's to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So the motions that we're going to show you are clap your hands. Then this is going to be wag your tail. This is going to be thump your chest. What's the rest of it, Toby? I forget.
Thump your chest, wings.
Clap your wings. And then you're going to wiggle your ears, okay? All right, are you ready?
Here we go.
All right.
Clap, clap, clap your hands with me. Clap them fast and clap them slow. Clap your hands with me. Wag, wag, wag your tail with me. Wag it fast and wag it slow. Wag your tail with me. Thump, thump, thump your chest with me. Thump it fast and thump it slow. Thump your chest with me. Flap, flap, flap your wings with me. Flap them fast and flap them slow. Flap your wings with me. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle your ears with me. Wiggle them fast and wiggle them slow. Whoop. Wiggle your ears with me.
Yay!
Good job on that.
That's so fun. So fun. Okay, so up next we have another story. So is everybody ready for another story? This one's really fun because sometimes it can be boring when you're at home all day, but this book gives you some really fun ideas.
So this is by, I'm Bored. It's by Michael Ian Black. It's illustrated by Debbie Ridepath Ohai, and it's from Simon & Schuster Books for Young Readers in New York, London, Toronto, Sydney, and New Delhi. I'm bored. Bored. Blah. So bored. Hey, a potato. A potato? What am I supposed to do with a potato? Ow.
I'm bored.
You want to do something?
Sure.
What would you like to do?
I don't know. I like flamingos.
There are no flamingos around here.
Well, that's disappointing. I'm bored.
How can a potato be bored?
Because I have to hang out with a kid. Kids are boring.
What are you talking about? Kids are fun.
Prove it.
We can turn cartwheels
Boring.
and skip
Boring.
or spin around in circles until we get so dizzy we almost throw up.
Boring.
Kids can play games
Boring.
and do ninja kicks
Boring.
and walk on our hands, see?
Still boring.
You know what else? Kids can imagine stuff.
What kind of stuff?
Like this, see? Now I'm a famous ballerina.
Boring.
Now I'm a lion tamer with the most ferocious lion in the world.
Boring.
Oh yeah? Well, now I'm a fairy princess in my own castle and with my own castle and dragons and unicorns and stuff.
Snoring.
Kids can swing.
Boring.
Kids can jump.
Boring.
Kids can fly.
Boring.
Kids can do anything. I could be a yodeler.
Boring.
I could be a scientist.
Boring.
I could be a rock star.
Boring.
What about pirate?
Boring.
Or a monster destroying a city?
Boring. 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 Boring.
How could you possibly think kids are boring when they can do all this cool stuff and think all these amazing thoughts and be anything we want to be? I'd rather be a kid than a potato any day.
Hey, a flamingo! Now we can finally have some fun.
I'm bored.
That's a fun one.
So we love that story, right? All the kind of things she imagined she could do. She was a pirate. Let's see your pirate sword. Can we see your magic pirate sword, your pretend sword? Woo! Remember she was imagining she could fly. Can you pretend that you can fly? Look at all that flying. Oh my goodness. So, and she was underwater at one point. Put on your goggles like you're underwater. Can you look like you're underwater? Oh, do you see anything through your goggles underwater? Oh my gracious. Look at all the fun things she imagined being. Potatoes must be really boring though, right? They didn't think any of that was fun. Not at all. No fun whatsoever. So we are so glad that you came with us today, and we have a craft that Miss Annette is going to show you that you can do on your own before next week, and you can even post a picture of it in the summer reading pages. So we're excited to have Miss Annette show you how you can make your own magic story sheet. Are you ready? Okay, Miss Annette.
Here we are. Can you see my hand? I drew a picture of my hand. And earlier today, we came up with 5 words that you can print or have your parents print on each of the fingers, and you choose a finger to put each of the words on, and then starting with the thumb, that's where you start your story. So you'll start it here, then go on to the next character, the next character, the next character, and the next character. And at the end, you will have your own story that you've made up. And because we haven't written down these types of stories, they're called oral stories. And that's how stories were first brought to our attention, because no one had the ability to write. So everything was by word of mouth. And so we're going to ask you all to come back next week. And while we're opening up, if you want to share this story with us, or if you want to bring your imagination jar.
What are our 5 words, Miss Annette?
Our 5 words are worm, fairy, castle, book, and magic. So those are the words that you can put into your story and share with us.
Yes, indeed. So, what a day, huh? Has everybody had a good time with us today? Can we see some thumbs up? Yay! Well, we miss seeing all of you so much, and we're glad we hope you've registered for summer reading, and hopefully very good. I love seeing those thumbs up. So if you need help registering for summer, we're online on Zoom every day between 1 and 2 o'clock, Monday through Friday. So if you have questions about the program or problems with the program or anything at all you want to talk with us about, maybe you're looking for a new book you'd like to read, come see us and talk with us, and we can help you find some things, okay? So we really, I'm sorry, Annette, what?
Before we end, let them know that the books that we read this week to them can be included on their book list.
Yes, and those books are called?
The Couch Was a Castle.
Yes.
And I'm Bored.
I'm Bored.
Yes, so be sure you include those in your reading logs.
And then also remember your secret code for this week. I'm going to share it to the chat, but we're going to talk about it. Our secret code for this week, so you get your ticket for coming to the program on the website, is Land of Stories, in all caps, Land of Stories, all one word, all capital letters, okay?
Put those in so you get your tickets for coming today. Yes. So be sure to check out later on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel, because the program will be up again. If you want to come back and listen again, we're always glad to have you join us. So again, we miss seeing all of you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week, next Thursday at the same time. We will be here. Miss Annette has a little clue about what we're doing next week.
Yes, we have 3 links about stories to inspire your imagination that we'll be putting with this. And next week, come back to see what we're going to do with an egg carton, an empty egg carton. Make sure there are no eggs left in it, and a slice of white bread. What do you think we might do with those next week? You'll have to tune in to see. All right.
Indeed. Okay, so thank you all for coming. We appreciate it, and we will look forward to seeing you next week. Keep reading. We miss you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Don't we want to do the library cheer?
Oh, almost forgot.
Oh.
Almost forgot. If everybody's still there, let's do the library cheer real quick. Is everybody ready?
Yep.
Here we go. 1,
1, 2, 3.
Library! Look at all those happy faces. Happy faces.